Okay, this hat's funny because it's my Justin Bieber hat, and it's too small for me. I gotta kind of shove it to get it on. Maybe it'd be good in a really windy day because I don't think it would pop off. It's quite snug. Okay, what do we want to talk about? We're not talking about Justin Bieber. We're not going to talk about Jim Beam. We're not going to talk about Jason Bateman, and we're not going to talk about nothing JB related. Okay, here we go. Okay, what do we want to know? We want to know, how is it that we're getting our information? In other words, are we looking at it? Are we hearing it? Are we getting it by braille? No, we're not talking about that kind of how you're getting your information. We're talking about, are you getting your information from Google? Do you go to Google News? And that's where you get your information from? And then you look at all the information, and the information is by ABC, NBC, CNN, BBC, mainstream media. It's all over your Google. So how are you going to get any other kind of story? Well, I told someone today YouTube, and then I remembered, well, pretty much CNN, ABC, NBC, etc. are all over YouTube when you go looking for news. So it's the people that you are calling conspiracy theorists who can give you at least an alternative to the official narrative. Do you have people like this in your life? Conspiracy theorists? And you poo-poo them? You unfriended them? You unfollowed them? They send you stuff and you ignore it? How are you getting your information? Is it the brainwashing that you got? It wasn't brainwashing, it was public school. It's brainwashing. I'm telling you, you have no proof of anything that they tell you. It's conspiracy. It is. It's a real one, too. It's very difficult to consider that the world that you're living in, you know, with cars going by, and is not exactly presented to you. So we don't want to continually remind you, you are in a body, and the body contains a spirit, and you are the spirit inside the body. Kind of like Avatar. What does that have to do with anything? Pretty much the simple fact is, if you're the spirit inside the body, then when the body dies, you're free. Spirit. And what happens to you pretty much has a lot to do with what you did while you were incarcerated in a human body. In other words, if you were a horrible person, then when your spirit is free, your spirit is a horrible spirit. So, what difference is it? Well, pretty much it. Do you want to live in deep, dark doo-doo? Be a bad spirit. Do you want to go someplace where you can have more and more enjoyment? You don't enjoy yourself in hell. Some people say, oh, it's lovely, that's where everyone has fun, in hell. They serve red wine and there's dancing girls. It's not that way. The Tibetan Buddhists will give you a better idea of what it's like in hell. They give an example of someone who was very greedy. Then when they dropped their body, their spirit went to a place where they were called a hungry ghost. A hungry ghost had got a massive hunger in their tummy. And they got a mouth the size of a pinhole. They can never get enough food to fulfill, or to whatever you, a SWAT, they can't do it. So they're constantly hungry, the hungry ghost. Do you want to be that one? In any event, that's the story, and I'm never going to tell you anymore unless you tune in tomorrow.